Hi viewers, today's topic is uncertainty in position and momentum. So, dear viewers, before watching this video, please subscribe this. Okay. So, first point, let me start. Consider a wave pocket is formed by superposition of two simple harmonic plane waves of equal amplitude A and having equal frequencies omega and omega dash. The two waves can be represented by the equation. So this is the equation. So what is saying here? Consider a wave pocket. So wave pocket we have to consider. Okay, and this wave pocket is formed by the superposition of two simple harmonic waves. So it is one wave pocket and it is formed by what? Two waves. It is one wave and it is another wave. Superposition means they have to interfere themselves and they have to form a resultant wave. So like this wave pocket is formed and having amplitude is A and their frequencies are same, means omega is equals to almost omega dash. That is the meaning of this. So first displacement of the first wave is y1 is equals to sine of omega t minus kx, and the displacement of the second wave is sine of omega dash t minus k dash x, where k and k dash are their propagation constant, right? So propagation constant. The resultant, when these two waves interfere or superimpose, then they form a resultant wave, that is y is equals to y1 plus y2. Substituting this y1 and y2 in this equation, then we get this equation. And simply see here, this is a let this bracket is completely C and this bracket is completely D. Okay, so CD and by see the side one formula is given, sin C plus sin D is equals to sin of C plus D by 2, C plus D by 2 cos of C minus D by 2. So this is the formula. This formula here it is used in the same manner. Here C means complete this bracket, this is completely C and it is completely what? D. Okay, so when sin C sin D is there, then this is the formula, C plus D by 2 sin of C plus D by 2 cos of C minus D by 2. That formula is used here, and see here it is a C plus D by 2 C minus D by 2. Okay, like this. Next, y is equals to, here omega t is taken common this side and here x is common. In cos also t is common and x is common. Okay, so if you observe here omega t and omega dash t is there, take out t common, then we get what I just I have shown that. And here kx minus kx k dash x. Okay, so it is minus, this is also minus, take outside minus, and see this is minus, so both minus is taken, that is why inside it is plus. Okay, in the same manner in the cos also you have to take common, take t and as well as x, then you get this is like this. And now y is equals to a sin of omega plus omega dash by 2. See, this 2 is separated, this by and this by. Okay, so that is a simple simplification. And here also same thing, 2 is separated, separately written. Let it is a equation 1. Now from the equation, so few substitution we have to do here. And now let omega plus omega dash by 2 as omega. So in the place of this omega, and in the place of this k plus k by 2, right, k plus k dash by 2 as k. So okay, next omega, here what you have, omega dash minus, oh, sorry, omega minus omega dash is taken as d omega, and here only k minus k dash is taken as dk only. Okay, by 2 as it is, but here including by 2 we have, here we have taken including by 2, here we are not considering by 2, only upside values we are substituting. Okay, so after substitution these values in above equation, in equation 1 we get like this: y is equals to a sin of omega t minus kx cos of d omega by 2 into t minus dk by 2 into x. Here cos of, this is what, cos of d omega by 2 into t, here minus is there in between them, d k by 2 into x, right? So here minus, don't forget, so here it is not appearing, there is a minus. Okay, now this equation also written as like this, so it is this side and the sign is this side is written. Why? Because here this cos of this factor into a is completely called as what, you know, it is amplitude of resultant wave, that is why it is written this side. Okay, amplitude of resultant wave, that is into psi. It is a resultant wave also in the form of sine, and its amplitude is completely from here to here. Okay, amplitude, not only a, also cos of or d omega by 2 into t minus dk by 2 into x is completely what, it is amplitude. Okay, let it is equation 2. Above equation shows that displacement of resultant wave. Yes, that is a displacement of resultant wave. Next, the position of particle cannot be given with a certain, but it is somewhere between the two consecutive nodes. So when a wave is traveling, it may form, it is like this. Okay, generally here we call it is antinode, and this gap is node. Okay, at a node amplitude is 0. See, nothing is there, and here it is also one node, it is also another node. Okay, at node amplitude is 0. Where the node amplitude is 0, that is generally we call node, and where the maximum amplitude present, that is called antinode, right? Node and antinode. Okay, what, the position of the particle cannot be given with the certainty, but it is somewhere between two consecutive nodes. Somewhere means from here to here or here to here. So in between these two only what present, particle may present. Here also, either here or here, between two consecutive. Okay, the next, so the error in measurement of the position of particle is equal to distance between these two nodes. So somewhere, either here in this wave pocket, anywhere it present, in this wave pocket anywhere it present. Okay, then so error in finding, so we cannot say here it present, we cannot say here it is present. So error in finding the position of the particle is equal to distance between these two nodes, distance between these two nodes, this distance, that is a error. That error what we have to do now, we have to calculate. Okay, at the node amplitude of the particle is 0, just now I explained you. From the equation 2, amplitude of resultant wave is, see what I said, not only a cos of omega t, completely what, it is a amplitude. Once again see back here, check it. A cos, this completely what, amplitude. Okay, so that amplitude is taken this side, and it is at a node it is 0. Okay, so when it is 0, bring a value that side, it also becomes 0. Next step it is next cos of d omega t minus dk by 2 into x is equals to 0. This is a possible when cos of angle, when the angle, when in this angle value present at what angle of cos it is 0. That is simple. At what angle of cos it is 0? At angle of pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2. At these angles, so what happens? At these angles, the cos of these angles always 0. So that means what values are getting? Pi by 2, 3 pi by 2. So here 1, 3 and next 5 get. So that means these are the all odd numbers. Odd numbers generalized formula can be written as 2 and plus 1. Pi by 2, it is odd number general formula. Either 2n minus 1 is also correct. Okay, next. So at these angles, what we get? We get this term is 0. Okay, take this term outside. So when you keep in the place of this bracket pi by 2, then you get 0. In the place of this bracket means this value, at this value, if you substitute this value, then we get. In the place of this, if you substitute this, then you can get 0. That is the meaning of this. Okay. Now, thus, if x1 and x2 represent the position of the two successive nodes, then at any instant t we get. So what? x1 and x2 are what? See here are the what? Position of the two successive means one after another. So here it is, if it is x1, then at this node it is x2, or at this node it is x1, then at this node it is x2. Okay, that is the meaning of this. Now, right? Thus, if x1, x2 are represent the position of the two successive nodes, then at any instant, at any time we get what we get. This is we get. Okay, generalized formula is written where at the place c it is equated to this one. It is generalized formula. We call it is generalized formula. Let it is the third equation, and c generalized in the place of x, what we have written here x1. Next time in the at the next node means one after what value get? We get 3. So just now I explained you pi by 2 next to 3 pi by 2 values. So pi by 2 means here nothing means 1, you have to understand, right? So here it is 1, and next 3 term will come, so that is why it is 3 is written. Okay, once again see here 1 and 3, it is the next position, and at next position distance is x2. Okay, so here x1, it is x2. In the place of x, I have written one time x1, and I substituted 2n plus 1 into pi by 2 formula. Okay, and next in the place of in the place of x, if you substitute x2, then what you have to write? 2n plus 1 plus 3 pi by 2 at x2 plus 3 at x1, it is simply here 1 only. Okay, so like this we got two equations. Okay, now what you have to do? You have to subtract which equation? Third equation from 4. So that means fourth equation minus third equation. So see here, this side of this equal and this side of this equal. What you have to do? Subtract them, and this side also subtract them. So that means this bracket minus this one equal to this minus this one. That is the meaning. Now see this side, you get clear idea. Subtracting equation 3 from equation 4. See, it is x2 minus x1, and it is a third minus 1. Okay, and now see here, d omega by 2 into t, it is inside plus, but here you have the minus. If you multiply inside minus, we get it becomes minus. This minus term and this is the plus term gets cancelled. Okay, So then what you get? So x2 and x1 term will be there, x2 x1. So here its multiplication, x2 multiplication is dk by 2 and x1 multiplication is also same, dk by 2. Take common dk by 2 outside, but here it is what, this is minus is there, okay, but if you multiply this minus value inside, then what happens, it becomes plus. So x1 term is plus, okay. So x1 time is plus and x2 time is minus. Why? Because here minus is there, x2 become minus, okay. When we take common outside, dk by 2, when we take common outside, then only we get. And next, see here this side, right side, here 2n plus 3, where here you have the minus, small minus, it is not appearing, right? That is, I will write 2n plus 3 into pi by 2 minus, it is minus, here you have, it is not appearing, minus of 2n plus 1 pi by 2 here, okay. Now multiply this minus term inside. So when you multiply inside, what happens, it is minus and this is also minus, both minus, and minus 2n plus 2n gets cancelled. Here what you have, 3 into pi by 2, okay, minus minus term, here minus, it is okay, when it is multiplied, it is minus minus, minus 1 into pi by 2. What you get, simply it is 2 pi by 2, you get 2 gets cancelled, finally we get pi value. So that is the pi value is written here, right? So I think you understand, you understood this one, pi values, how we got pi value, by simplifying. Here there is a one small minus, it is not appearing, this minus, this don't forget, after pi only minus is there, okay. Therefore the error in the measurement of position of the particle is, so that means it gives error, this error is taken as simply delta x, difference is delta x, okay. And now substitute this delta x in the place of this, then you get this one, okay, this equation. And next the same equation is written, and let it is equation number 6. Next we know that k term, so k is what, one small difference, small is there, in the place of dk, see here it is appearing dk, in the place of dk delta k is taken. Why it is a delta x is written, that is why in the place of dk you have to take delta k, okay. Delta is also gives the difference, but it is small difference, okay. See, in the place of this, here delta k is written, so that is why it is 6 equation. We know that. Next, k is a propagation constant, it is written as 2 pi by lambda, k term is 2 pi by lambda. And lambda, according to de Broglie, lambda is equals to h by p, okay. Substitute in the place of lambda, then what you get, you get k is equals to 2 pi p by lambda, sorry, p by, sorry, here h not p, here 2 pi by lambda, in the place of lambda h by p you have to substitute, so h by p. So already by p is there, if this p goes upside, then it becomes 2 pi p by what you have, h, 2 pi p by h. So like this, so where k is equals to what, 2 pi p by h, okay. So k is equals to 2 pi p by h. Next, differentiating above equation, so this equation you have to differentiate. So differentiating, what you get, delta k not dk, only delta, with delta only we have to differentiate. 2 pi is constant by h is constant, and the differentiable point is only p, delta p, it becomes delta p. So this formula we get, delta k is equals to 2 pi by h into delta p, we get, see that side, see, it is equation 7. Substitute 7th equation in the 6th equation, okay. In the place of delta k, substitute, so delta k is the equation 7, 7th equation, substitute in the equation 6. In the equation 6 here, equation 6 is written, this is, and here delta k is there, in the place of delta k this value you have to substitute, here substituted, okay, by 2, 2 cancel, and here the pi and this pi cancel. Okay, 2 cancel, pi cancel. So then what we get here, delta p delta x by h. See, this is the h, this h is by h. Okay, are you able to see? So this is h, delta x delta p by h is equals to what? H. Already this pi gets cancelled. Okay, sorry, is equals to 1 here. Already pi cancel. Bring this h that side, it becomes h. So then delta x delta p is equals to h. Delta x delta p is equals to h. Okay, but according to Heisenberg uncertainty principle, determining the position, determining uncertainty in position, uncertainty in momentum is always greater than or equals to h by 4 pi. So only here h is there, so multiply, so in the place of h write h by 4 pi and make it is greater than. Okay, so finally we got, this is the equation. Okay, if a group of waves of continuously varying frequencies are considered, then the product of fundamental errors in the measurement of position and momentum is obtained. So by this we can calculate error delta x is equals to h by 4 pi into delta p. If you know the momentum, then we calculate its error or position. Okay, so where it occurs, particle where it occurs. So thank you friend, this is a complete video of determining the uncertainty in position and momentum.